Welcome, everyone, to the DUB Success Series, where we cultivate your belief system for success. I am your host, Y. Nelson Thomas, and I want to know, do you believe? Do you?
Do you believe? I want to know. Do you? Do you believe? 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 I want to know. Do ya?
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Do You Believe Success Series, where we are here to cultivate your mindset and your belief system for success. I am your host, Y. Nelson Thomas, your lifestyle strategy partner. And as always, thank you to any and everybody who is tuning in to give me a little bit of your time today. I understand that time is a very valuable resource. We have 168 hours per week. That does not change, but the things that we do with that time are variable. So we have the opportunity to choose what we do with our time. And I understand that if you're here on this podcast right now, that you chose to be here. And I appreciate you very much for tuning in. And I hope that there's something of value that you could take away from not only this episode, but every episode that you listen to. Hopefully there's something of value that you could take away to enhance the quality of your life. Yes, super excited. Yesterday was my birthday, a real low-key birthday. Most of my birthdays, I'm usually out partying and creating a scene and really celebrating in that capacity. But this year I was more reflective, and I didn't go outward with it. I went more inward with my celebration. I didn't even log in to social media at all for my whole birthday. I didn't post anything. I just reflected, and I thought about how much I had overcome just to get to this point. And it took every single day of my life to get to where I am now. And I don't take no days for granted. I remember I used to feel some kind of way about getting older, but I remember when this guy almost killed me when I was 17 years old, man. And it was just funny how it evolved. But those are situations that really helped me put my life into proper perspective, man. This was my senior year of high school. I had played one of the best games I had played in period. My name was called out a lot on the speakerphone or the megaphone or the whatever that is. I forgot what you call it though. However the commentators call out your name, Nelson on the tackle. Yeah, I got a lot of recognition that night. It was senior night. We had a senior dance. Went to the senior dance. Apparently, I danced with some guy's girlfriend. And afterwards, at McDonald's, somebody pointed out who he was. I went over to him to explain that it wasn't even that kind of situation and kind of squash it. He refused to address me in any capacity. So my friends waved me back, and as I turned around to walk back, and mind you, he was standing on the car with about 5 guys. It was like him and like about 4 or 5 guys. And I walked over by myself just to talk to him man to man. And when I went to walk away, he opened fire and almost shot me in the back, shot my vehicle. I still remember the bullets, pew, pew, ping, ping, the phew, and the ping. I still remember hearing that. And I remember reaching to see if I was hit. I didn't know if I was hit or not. And but it was close, because where I was, where the bullet hit and where I was, had he been a better shooter, he definitely would have hit me, because it was damn near point blank range. I mean, I was in a close proximity to him, so I'm glad it was a bad shot. But I know some other people who lost their life in that same parking lot at that same McDonald's, and one bullet took them out. And that could have been me with that same story, and it would have all ended then. And my mama still would have remembered me and my mom. I'm pretty sure my family would have had a memory of me and my classmates and stuff like that. But, God spared me. And the crazy thing is, about maybe 2 or 3 weeks after that, one of my classmates and somebody I had known since kindergarten, he actually was killed in a car accident So rest in peace, Chris Thomas. He was outstanding, phenomenal guy, hard worker, dedicated, loved his family, and he actually lost his life. So just me having the just my life flash before my eyes, and then seeing one of my classmates that I've known since kindergarten lose his life a couple weeks later, it really put life into perspective for me, because just how his life was gone, mine could have been gone the exact same way, but God spared me, and I didn't die, and I thank God that he did protect me and spared me, because I know it wasn't nothing that I did in that moment, because once that bullet was pulled and it was traveling, it could have went one or two ways, and thank God it went the other way, and I thank God for putting a hedge of protection around me. So on my birthdays, it's always, I always reflect back over some of the things I've done and I've seen. I mean, even in that same year when someone was trying to assassinate me, I lost my grandmother, which was somebody who was super, super close to me, and I'll never forget the day. I was, as a matter of fact, it was my senior year. It was the summer of my senior year, and I wasn't even going to play football. I was going to work so I could buy my school clothes and get my independence. And I remember I was, at the last minute, I decided, I'm going to play football. And I remember it was a passing league game. My senior year, it's just 7-on-7, no pass, anything like that. It's just 7-on-7 where you get the linebackers and the running backs, and we just do kind of passing drills, and we was playing against another team. So I was going to skip work for this job that my aunt got me at this plant that she used to work at, the Lithonia Lighting Company. I was going to skip work that day and go to football practice, and I was at my grandma's house, and we lived right next door to her, so we was right across the field at her house, and she was asking me about going to work, leaving. Boy, you need to leave your head to work. Well, I ain't going to work today, Grandma. I'm going to football practice. And she said, "What you mean you going to football practice?" I said, "Yes, man. Football season gonna start and we play, so I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna go to football practice." So she said, "You telling me that you gonna go to football practice? Them folks done gave you a job and trusted you and gave you responsibility and a way to make some money, and you talking about some football practice?" So she gave me this speech about working hard and being responsible and fulfilling, your obligations to people and keeping your word and being honest. So she gave me this long lecture of a conversation. So I'm like, yeah. All right, Grandma, I'm getting ready to go to work. I'll see you later, is what I told her. She said, "All right, baby, you gonna go to work?" So I didn't go to work. I skipped work and I went to football practice. And went to football practice, did a little passing league game, did our thing. I came home. We live right next door. So I remember coming home, and I had my little system in the car. I was like 17, I think, at times, right before. It's before my 18th birthday. So I was 17. Had a little system in my car. And since we lived right next door, when I came home, I turned the lights off in the car, and I drove in the yard and turned my music down real low. Went in there and showered up, laying on my mom's bed. She had the big king-size bed. And I remember laying on the big king-size bed, and I heard this knocking at the door. Boom. And so I jumped up, ran to the door, and it was my granddaddy. He was breathing hard. And I was, he said, it's your mom. I don't know if she's dead or what. And when he said that, me and my mom ran next door, and we walked in, and she was non-responsive at the time. So I called 911, called some of the other family members, and they came and they tried to resuscitate her. And she passed away that night. But that's always a lesson that I always take with me, is just to work hard and be responsible, and know that the lessons that she taught me, that they got to live through me and through my actions, and I'm responsible for being the keeper of her flame and her light and her legacy. And my grandfather just the same, because they invested a lot into me in terms of my knowledge, my self-worth, my self-being, who I am, what I represent. A lot of that comes from the foundation of what I saw my grandparents lay. And that influenced me tremendously. So on my birthday, thinking back about how I could have lost my life that year, how one of my classmates did lose his life that year, how my grandmother, someone who was very close to me since I was born all the way up until the day she died, someone who was very near and dear to me, to see them leave this world and me almost leave, it just puts my birthdays in perspective. So it's like the older I get, the more blessed I am because I survived, man. I made it out. I made it through. I didn't get caught up in it. I didn't get killed. God kept me. He protected me. He blessed me. And I am so super excited and honored to be alive every single day, because I know that any day that you don't survive this life thing one day. If you take one day off, it's over for you. You don't get no do-overs. You don't get another chance. That's why I want to encourage you to appreciate every single day and every single thing that you do, and just know that life is composed of those hard times, those times when we're going to lose people we love, those times when we're going to have close calls. But those things are just to reinforce why we have to live our life. And I was thinking, man, in my heart of hearts, I've had a lot of close calls. I've seen death up close. I watched my grandfather take his last breath. I watched him transition from this life into the next life. In an instant's time, I watched close people that I love zipped up in that body bag on multiple occasions. And just I know how hard times are inevitable. They're gonna happen. That's a part of life. But I'm learning that it's never about what happens to you. It's always about how you deal with it and how you respond. And my birthday is just a reminder that you have survived a lot. You've seen a lot. You've done a lot. You've experienced a lot. But none of that took you out. So now what are you going to do to prepare yourself in a whole new dimension to take you somewhere that you've never been before and do something that you've never done before? Take yourself somewhere where it only existed in your mind until you was able to manifest it. I always say the invisible nature of your mind creates your physical reality. I'm not exactly sure if that's if I own that quote. I don't think I did. I'm thinking it came from Bruce Lipton's Biology of Belief, or I may have heard Roddy Galbraith said, but I know that it is true. The invisible nature of your mind creates your physical reality. And every second that we're living, we need to be present, living in the moment, and understanding that hard times are going to come. But we just got to push through them and keep thanking God and keep believing in ourselves and just keep doing whatever it takes to fulfill the mission. There's a purpose deep inside of us. There's a mission, and we need to fulfill that mission just every single day. No days off. Can't afford to take no days off. Gotta go hard 365, no matter what. Rain, sleet, hail, snow, good days, bad days, it don't matter. You just gotta push through every single day. Every single day, just push through. I know I'm just talking, I'm reflecting. It's my birthday. I'm feeling blessed, and I want to, if nothing else, I want to encourage you to not take any day for granted, to bless somebody, hug somebody, kiss somebody, say something nice to somebody, do something nice for somebody, help somebody out, help yourself out, hug yourself, love yourself, be positive, keep your mind and your heart focused on the main thing, and just continue to move forward and do whatever it takes to be whoever God created you to be. And I thank God for you. If you listen at this point, if you still listening for real, I truly do appreciate you. I thank God for you. I hope that He continues to bless you, your family, all your endeavors, everything that you do, everything that you touch, who you are. I pray that no matter what challenge or obstacle come your way, that you are fulfilled with the insight, the intellect, the wisdom, and the knowledge to achieve, overcome any adversity, achieve any goal, and manifest the greatness that God has placed inside of your heart. You deserve greatness, and you are who God created you to be. Stand in that light, own that light, and be great. be great. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm still on my birthday rant right now, but I'm just really thanking God, and I'm feeling real blessed, and I just want to pass along some of that greatness, some of that goodness, and some of those feelings that I'm feeling, and hopefully that they will influence you in a positive way, and you'll go out and do something awesome, do something great, and just be the greatness that you are. You know, I'm here. I'm going to be picking back up. I know I was doing the Love Dare as well as the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. So for those who have been following that, we're going to get back on that shortly. And I feel like I got to sneeze here. But for now, this is my birthday. I got a lot going on, a lot of big things in the works, things that I can't really speak on just yet until we can lock it down and secure a few more major details. But it seems like there's going to be something that's going to be huge, something that's going to be tremendous coming down the pipeline. And man, we thank God. That's what I'm saying. I'm just going to say, I'm going to thank God. I'm going to stay faithful. And hopefully I'll be updating with some huge announcement and some huge programs and some huge just phenomenalness. And that's my goal, is to just keep striving and keep pushing forward. So thank you everybody who's listening, everybody who's supporting. I appreciate it. I love you. God bless you. My family and friends who are out there that rock with me, I really do appreciate that. I thank God for you, and you are great, and I thank you for it. Hey, that's it. Why Nelson Thomas, your lifestyle strategy partner. Hey, if you having some problems as far as any aspect of your life, dealing with work-life balance, dealing with just stress and self-motivation, anything along those lines, and you really want to redefine who you are and really take yourself to the next level, I want you to just give me a holler. You can call me directly on my cell. As a matter of fact, if you go to my site, yntspeaks.com, then you could find out about my program. You can contact me. You can email me directly at motivation101@gmail.com, motivation101@gmail.com with any questions, concerns, or information that you may need. And I'm going to continue to pray that God leads you in the direction that you need to go, gets you the support system that you need to have in order to win. And if you need me and there's anything that I can do to help you on your journey, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Let me know, because life is so short and so fragile that if there's something that I can do that I can truly help you with, you know, and we can work together in some capacity, any of those type things, then I'm here, I'm open, I'm available, I'm ready to work, and I'm ready to do something. So don't talk about it, be about it. You know, we don't compete, we dominate. That's what we on right now. All right, so I will definitely be in touch with you again soon, and I thank God for you for tuning in with me here on the Do You Believe Success program, while we are here cultivating your mindset for success and belief, and we thank you for your belief in us. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We're tuning out tonight, and I will be back at you in less than 24 hours with another episode. We're going to go for there. We're going to keep moving forward, and thank you so very much for your time and participation as we continue to establish our mindset. And I just want to know, do you believe?
Do you believe? I want to know.